Many great things come into your life because you've had this success with Downton Abbey. And then, of course, there's the inevitable, possibly downside, which is the porn parody that's out there that they're I know you're aware of this, and you were, like, fine with us talking about it, but check this out. It's called, this is real, by the way. We didn't think this is up. And what an amazing show we have. It's called Down on Abbey. And I'm trusting you haven't seen it.
No.
I have not seen it.
That's me, isn't it? The one with the very large breasts.
This is you, I believe, right here, yeah.
Yeah.
That's you. No, that's not you, but yeah. But I'm saying, is that something that you guys all look at that with a sense of humor?
Oh,
like, okay,
of course.
this is just,
Yeah, and it's endless, the amount of spoofs that, you know, have become of the show. You know, P. Diddy doing...
P. Diddy did a very funny thing for Funny or Die, where he put himself into scenes, and he's calling it Downtown Abbey.
Yeah.
And just keeps announcing himself as the new owner, and pretty much everyone's ignoring him in the scenes.
Yeah.
And you said, we were talking in the break also, you said that the reaction in America has been more intense
It's definitely more
than
intense.
it is in the UK. Do you in England, do you think that's because people in England like to downplay things a little bit?
Completely, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Americans just have, you know, there's a sort of more of an excitement about it in some ways.
It's also a stranger to us. We've always liked to, we like to act like, well, we don't have that kind of, we don't need, you know, we're Americans, we don't need giant mansions and butlers, but then there's this secret part of it that's like, oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, and people actually think we live like that. You know?
We all do think you live that way.
And we live in the house.
Yeah, we think that's a middle-class home in England. Let's talk about Non-Stop. You play a flight attendant in this film, and you're playing opposite the great Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
And you had to undergo real training for this?
We did, yeah. We had a flight attendant from Delta called Debbie, who we named Debbie Delta. And she took us through, you know, very sort of basic training. And we had to do training on the slides, you know, the big inflatable slides. And I was terrified. And I was doing that thing of going, oh, I can't do this. I'm wearing heels, and surely the heel will go through the slide and it will be a nightmare, so I'm not doing it. Kept making excuses, and Jaume, the director, was going, Michelle, you know, we really need you to do it, because if we need it in the film. So me and Lupita Nyong'o, who plays the other flight attendant, were terrified, stood up there, and you have to do that thing where you leap as you go down. And it's terrifying. So I had to be the first to go down, because I'm head flight attendant, and I basically catch everyone else as they come down. So I slide down, and it was the best feeling. It was like being 8 years old again. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. I was like, come on, Lupita, I'll catch you.
That's so strange to think of, if a plane had to have that kind of landing, and they said everybody off, and they inflated the slide, and everyone went, whee!
And literally, we were having to stop ourselves from going, whee, and smiling, because we have to look terrified.
Andy would be like, I want to go again. Yeah, I would.
Every time they were saying, you know, and cut, and we were waiting for the moment for them to go, and we've got to go again, we were like,
Can we just play on this for a while? I do remember when I watched the, because I'm one of the guys that pays attention during the safety demonstration. Don't they say kick your shoes off first?
Yes, they do. And actually, we went down in flat shoes, and you don't actually, I don't think you see that in the film.
Right. I just want to get the correct information out there. Because that's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah.